Hello, hello! My name is Callista, and welcome back to Dragon Age Inquisition. In the last episode, we entered Soul Level Hell. My heart, it breaks in anticipation. And we woke up to find ourselves in the Inquisitor's quarters. Isn't this lovely? This has to be the nicest place Aenor has probably ever lived. I would imagine in Haven she was probably, boarding with someone, not entirely sure who, maybe just, regular soldiers, I don't know. But, I would imagine she had a roommate of some kind, but nope, here she gets her own room. Complete with stained glass windows, fireplace, and her own desk. And her own musical equipment, apparently. We don't question it. Aenor sure as hell can't play that, but she can look at it longingly, wishing she could play it. We also finally have access to the wardrobe. Now, I'm not going to show off any of the outfits that you can have your Inquisitor wear, because, I do have this mod that puts Aenor in this outfit. This is one of the regular outfits that you get in the wardrobe. It's not like the dress I modded in for Mark of the Assassin. It's not like that. This is, something you can find in the wardrobe. I just really hate the beige pajamas. I can't stand them. I wanted Aenor in this outfit from the beginning. And, because of that, I don't exactly feel comfortable dicking about with the wardrobe. I'm pretty sure it will cause my game to crash. However, there are some pretty nice outfits in there, I think. And if you don't like any of them, then there are so many wonderful mods out there to give your Inquisitor some very pretty clothes. Are there anything up here? No, but we do get a better look at that. I'd assume this is new, given that it has the Inquisition's symbol. I'd assume this is a fresh painting that, presumably Solus has done. Come on, excuse me, I would like... Thank you. And through here, we have our own alcohol supply. Yes! And, okay, so we need 3 quarries for the tower. Ooh, we can upgrade the garden. Ooh, and 2 quarries for the courtyard. I'm very tempted by that.
They've certainly spared no expense.
Oh, indeed they haven't, Aenor. And what I was going to say is that upgrading the garden sooner rather than later can be pretty beneficial. Depending on which upgrade you get, at least. And yes, the main hall has now been cleared of rubble. We have our own throne. And there's also... We can now access the Undercroft. Go on.
Better and better. What can't we do in a place like this?
Indeed! This puts the Smithy Haven to shame. Damn! Look at all of this! The Undercroft. Cataloguing Skyhold, Undercroft editions. Difficult. To be clear, we can add all the equipment our backs can bear, but structural changes are best avoided. With new walls and such, you need anchors to tie in new stone, which means excavation. And I wouldn't go messing with the Undercroft. Seems like it was built to purpose, whatever that was. The whole keep has settled on top of it. It's weathered some serious heat and pressure. There are spots that feel like the inside of a forge. Large spots. No idea what that means. It's as solid as you get, so fill it full of tools and toys. But there's a dwarven name for someone who tries to change an old build like that. Sodding fool. Structural evaluation for Lady Llewellyn's consideration, Mason Gatsy. Well, if the Masons are saying we shouldn't change this too much, then, that seems wise. So we also have this. This is chapter 6. I'm pretty sure we've only read the first 2, so I'll come back to that. Harriet, how are you doing?
Oh. I've walked away from too many burning buildings for one lifetime. This place, though, it'll be all right. It's Inquisitor now, isn't it? That'll take some getting used to.
Take the time you need for you and me both. Do it quick. Nice. Trust me, bud, it is just as weird for you as it is for Aenor.
You think it's strange to say. It's stranger to hear.
Don't let it go to your head. We need you level. Everyone just got a big, hard reason to hate Corypheus. And we already did, but we didn't have a name. You're the surprise, not him.
Bring anything from Haven. How are the new facilities? Everything is functional. Yeah, Harriet did try to break into the house by the smithy, and we helped him. So, you know, did you bring anything?
We left in a hurry, but you got into your old place. Save anything?
Family hammer. It's as stupid as it sounds. It's good to be back at work.
And how are the new facilities?
How is this place shaping up as a forge?
Better than Haven ever could be. Not the way I wanted an upgrade, but ever forward.
Yeah, I don't... Haven wasn't where the Inquisition should have been long term, but I don't think anyone wanted to leave under those conditions. Is everything functional here?
You've got it all up and running.
Your basics, like always. There's space here for, I don't know what. This place was built for something big. It'll be a job to fill it.
I'll be back later.
I'll be here.
Good stuff. Now then, oh, special shipments. Ooh, lovely jubbly. There we go. Just whilst I'm here. Now then, what do we have? Ah, Skyhold customizations. Use the workbench in Skyhold's Undercroft to plan out the design of the castle. Yes, okay. Let's see, what have we got? So I have all of these unlocked because, again, I'm using the Golden Nug. I have played through Inquisition so many times at this stage. If this is your first time playing, then obviously you won't have collected all of this. I think for Aenor, I'm inclined to just go with Inquisition stuff. You know, we do have access to Dalish banners, but here's the thing, this isn't a Dalish Inquisition. And she's not going to have up any, you know, there it is, any Chantry banners, because she wants to, you know, she really wants to separate the Inquisition from the Chantry. So I think for the most part I'll be sticking with the Inquisition stuff, but we might as well go through it. Oh, there's... I'm not entirely sure why we've got the Hawk insignia on the Free Marches banner, but okay. There are some very nice banners here. Good stuff. And the bed, to be honest, I'm happy with that. Aenor, like this is way too luxurious. Aenor, she's very happy with, you know, just something very simple. I mean, like I said, the quarters she's staying in, they are going to be so luxurious compared to her Aravel at home. So, yeah, this is luxurious enough. And the drapery, we want Inquisition drapes. There we go. Again, I might as well just show these off. The heraldry, again, we want Inquisition. Oh, there we go. Decor, I don't actually have this. to be honest, I'm not entirely sure where you get the decor from. I think you can unlock some of this by having Josephine do, you know, the money-making quests on the war table. But I'm actually not too sure how to unlock these. And throne. To be honest, I'm fine with this. Again, so many of these are incredibly ornate. And again, that's just not Aenor's style. Lovely. And the windows... I do like the Dalish windows, but again, we kind of want to keep a consistent theme, so we're going to go with Inquisition. And yes, the Sorol glass. Beautiful stained glass panels from the legendary Sorol glassworks. The envy of empires. I have this because I completed the last court. So unfortunately, if you are new to the franchise, you are not going to be able to unlock this. I really like the last court. It's a shame that they closed down the website. Basically, it was a oh god, what's the term? Like a web browser game. It took course over a real-world week, and basically you played as the Marquis of Sorol, and you were trying to get Sorol ready for Justinia's visit. And so it was like a card game. So, you know, you have an event and then you play certain cards and you hope for the best outcome. I will say I did get the best ending when I played the last court. You know, the Marquis was... Well, the family was pardoned because, you know, there was a whole mess with some relative of theirs that caused shame to come upon Sorol. And Justinia lifted that. She gave the family their masks back, and you know, just had a grand old time. It was pretty good. Yeah, that's everything good stuff. And ooh, you know what? Whilst I remember, let's get these filled. That's good. Yeah, we need to give Cowl. Cowl have some healing mist. And anyone else? You're missing Varric and you. Good stuff. Now, you know what? Whilst I'm here, I think upgrading the potions would be pretty smart. And we don't have increased healing too. I'm only going to bother with the potions I'm using, so the healing mist. Let's grab that. And, okay, so we need more rash vine. Okay. And the bees, because I am going to get these eventually. Okay, oh, damn. We needed the blood lotus for, the garden. Oh, well, we only need 9. And blood lotus, it's incredibly common. We're going to be able to get that. No worries. Okay, good stuff. Now then, where do we want to go from here? Where haven't we explored, actually? Well, apparently there's someone who wants to speak to us down there. Oh, hello. Construction report. Request to fight. Workers finishing the banner placements are requesting more important tasks. Several wish to train with swords so they can fight, more directly serving the Inquisition. They travel to join a war, not dress up a keep. Can't say I disagree. Foreman Charisse. Our enemy cut a hole in the sky seen everywhere. We look upon it from below, but it need not humble us. We may fight because we are many. We are many because the Inquisitor inspires. The Inquisitor spires because of her growing legend. Part of this legend is what the masses find on arrival. That is the job of your workers. Not vanity, but veneration. Not impulse, but elevation. Their skill as workers is greater threat to the enemy than their number in half-trained soldiers. Lady Montilier. I think that is a very masterful way of saying, no, we're not going to let you kill yourselves. Just, no. Get back to work. Stop trying to fight unnecessary battles, please.
Inquisitor?
Oh.
Someone emptied a whole bag of turnips into the fire. Ah, Maker, the smell is everywhere. I was going to use them for dinner and then... I can't recall who took them.
Isn't that interesting? Isn't that incredibly interesting? Now, Giselle, hello?
My Lady Inquisitor, it's good of you to speak with me. I have news regarding one of your companions, the Winter.
You mean Dorian? You could use his name. What has he done? Don't like him, do you? Bad news? Oh, I don't like any of these. I mean, I think it is pretty clear that Giselle doesn't like him, given the fact that she's not using his name, she's referring to him by his nationality. But I don't think Aenor would be so rude as to be like, oh, you really don't like him, do you? I'm disinclined to go with bad news because, again, this is more often than not the most hostile option. But I don't really like what has he done. Because, again, who's to say that Dorian has done anything? This could be incredibly hostile, I don't know, so I'm kind of gonna have to go with this one.
Has Dorian done something wrong?
No, thankfully. It's nothing like that. I have been in contact with his family. House Pavas, out of Carenas. Are you familiar with them?
They're not on good terms. We've never met. Why are you in contact? Yet Dorian did mention that he left Tevinter under somewhat of a cloud.
He's mentioned his family. They don't appear to be on good terms.
Yes. I believe you're correct. The family sent a letter describing the estrangement from their son and pleading for my aid. They've asked to arrange a meeting quietly without telling him. They fear it's the only way he'll come. Since you seem to be on good terms with the young man, I'd hoped...
This is legitimate. What kind of meeting? Why would they contact you? They don't want to tell him. Yet this seems very sketchy.
Are you sure this isn't some kind of trap? I mean, the secrecy...
That did occur to me. What if it is a plot of those mages, the Venatori? Another reason to put this in your hands, Inquisitor. I pray that isn't the case. But if it is, you are far better equipped than I to respond to such treachery.
And what kind of meeting do they want?
Just what kind of meeting do they have in mind?
I believe they just want to talk, to understand why Dorian felt he had to come here. Somewhere private, away from Skyhold, but not in Tevinter. You make them nervous, I think. They don't understand why he's here with the Inquisition. They want him to come home.
And if he doesn't agree, worried parents, and you want him gone. Again, this is sounding like I have a problem with him. And so I'm going to kind of finagle it so that he'll leave. But I don't think Aenor would be so blunt. Yeah, what if he doesn't want to go to this meeting?
What happens if Dorian doesn't agree?
Hopefully that will be the end of it. If not, well, that's why you should be there.
Why would they contact you of all people?
Why would his family contact you?
Because they don't know you, Inquisitor. I am not of the Imperial Chantry, but they know what I represent. These are parents concerned about the welfare of their son. How could I not do whatever possible? I would speak to the young man myself, but he does not care for me. Thus I come to you. If any good can come of this, we must try.
I like that. how she says, he does not care for me. Why do you think that is, Giselle? Is it because, oh, he's a dick and you were completely innocent of any wrongdoing? Or is it because you expect people to respect you and listen to what you say, and Dorian didn't play your game? Because, one, you're a random stranger, why would he respect you? Two, you may be a chantry priest, but he's from a different chantry, so no, he's not going to respect you because of that. You have to earn his respect, and you didn't want to earn it, you just wanted to be given it. Which is it, Giselle? Which is it? And here's the really suspicious thing. They don't want to tell him about this meeting.
They don't want Dorian to know. That seems odd.
They believe the young man would refuse, and the letter implies he'd have cause. Yet, they are remorseful for whatever came before. This is a chance for dialogue. There is deceit in bringing the young man to this meeting without his foreknowledge, I know. But does it not lead to a greater kindness if there is potential for reconciliation?
Giselle, so adept at playing the game. So adept at wording things in a way that doesn't make it sound dodgy. Because that is ultimately what she's saying, like, oh, we need to deceive him, but it's for the greater good. Vivienne would be very proud of you right now, Giselle. I'm not going to trick Dorian, I'll think about it, I've no time for this. So, all of my... what's the word I'm looking for? All of my canon people, my canon warden, my canon hawk, my only hawk, and my canon inquisitor, all of them have been very family-oriented, but I'd argue in different ways. With Artin, she was fanatically loyal to her family. Her family above everything else. Clan Idukan above her own welfare, above the welfare of, the people she loves, above all rhyme or reason. She would do anything for House Idukan. Even if it meant doing something upsetting, like giving Balin the throne after everything he did to her. After all of that, Artin still said, I value my house more than anything. I will not be the one responsible for the destruction of House Idukan. And knowing Balin, that's exactly what he'd do. So, if it keeps everything stable, if it keeps us in power, Balin, take the throne. Even though you tried to have me killed, you killed my older brother, you indirectly killed our father, because I'm going to be honest, I don't think Balin killed Endrin. I do believe Endrin died of a broken heart, but it was, it was Balin's actions that broke his heart. Artin was family first above anything. Amelia, she was also very loyal to her family, but she was very conflicted. There was a lot of... She loved her family, but she also hated them. And that made her feel guilty. She loved her dad, but her dad kept her and her sister out of the circle. And thus, that ensured that she would never feel safe. And she hated him for that. She hated him for the fact that she constantly felt afraid. She wanted to love her little sister, but her little sister was a mage. She was a demon waiting to happen. She constantly had to be on edge and alert. And then Bethany died, and on some level she was like, oh, thank God, I don't need to be her keeper anymore. Thank God she's dead. Holy shit, that's my little sister. Why am I thinking that? Oh, fuck. Then her mum, who only seemed to notice Amelia once Bethany and Carver were dead, who treated her with such disdain, who would say the most awful things to her, and then kind of turn around and be like, oh, I love you, sweetie. Like, Leandra and Amelia's relationship was pretty fucked up, but she wanted to be loved by her mum, she wanted to be noticed, but she knew that, like, oh, she's saying she's proud of me. She's saying that she sees me. She only sees me because Bethany and Carver are dead. Like, I'm the last one she wants here. Carver she loved dearly, but Carver didn't like her. And then, again, Carver died, and Amelia thought it was her fault. There was a lot of love and hate with Amelia. Aenor, I think her relationship with family is the healthiest. She loves her family, but if her dad fucked her over in the same way that Balin fucked over Arten, yeah, no. There is no coming back from that. She would be incredibly pissed. She would be incredibly irate. She wouldn't make him the king of the Dalish, you know. So I think on one hand she is thinking, you know, I don't really know what's gone on between Dorian and his family, but I love my family and I can't imagine them not being in my life. At the same time, whatever has happened with Dorian, it was clearly incredibly severe. And, you know, he might have very good reason for being estranged from his family. He's not me. And she's not going to get rid of his agency. She's not going to deny him that.
If you think I'm going to trick Dorian into meeting his family...
I feared you might say that. The family will send a retainer to meet the young man at the Red Cliff Tavern, to take him onward. If he truly does not wish this reunion, he can always end the matter there. I pray you change your mind, Inquisitor. Perhaps their letter will persuade you. If there is any chance of success in this, it behooves us to act.
Official-looking letter. Your Reverence, I understand that you feel inadequate to the task of bringing Dorian to a secret meeting. Even in the asking, I find it difficult to believe myself. Considering my son has rebuffed all contact... Excuse me? Pardon me? Remember to cut that out. Let's try that again. Considering my son has rebuffed all contact, this is the only way. I know him. He would be too proud to come if he knew, even just to talk. That is all we wish to do. The thought of Dorian in the south, placing himself in the path of such danger, alarms us more than I can express. If this somehow succeeds, we have a family retainer at the Vandrel Hills watching for Dorian's arrival. He will bring the boy to us somewhere private. If Dorian utterly refuses to go with him, it ends there, and there is nothing we can do. We are at our wits' end. Graciously yours, Magister Hallwood of House Parvus. Very interesting. Now that I am just about out of time for this episode, however, I'm feeling kind of lazy when it comes to thumbnails, and I believe there's a quick cutscene if I click the throne, so you know what? Let's do that.
Impressive, is it not? Fit for a leader, meant to show influence and the burden of it. It is where the Inquisition will sit in judgment, where you will sit in judgment.
And who will I be judging?
Who will I be judging exactly? Those who have done wrong. You will know of them, at the very least. All this presumes they have survived their initial encounter with you, of course.
A grim responsibility. I kill enough people as it is. We'll execute people here. Yeah, this is... More is being lumped onto Aenor's plate that she is not... She's not a judge. She's not qualified in the law. Why is she doing this?
Still more lives in my hands. You are a beacon of law, Inquisitor, as others retreat from responsibility. But this needn't be bloody. The Inquisition's sovereignty is derived from the allies who validate it. You are both empowered and bound. Justice has many tools. If their application is clever, execution may even seem merciful by comparison.
Yeah, perhaps later.
I'd rather do this another time. At your leisure, Inquisitor. The throne will wait until you are ready.
Indeed, because I am just about out of time for this episode. In the next one, we're going to do some judgments. But until then, please remember to like if you enjoyed, leave a comment below. And if you wanted to subscribe, it would be very much appreciated. I've been Callista. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next episode.